I feel like Justin Gaethje is one of the most underrated fighter in the UFC. He still doesn't get the respect that he deserves. I mean, the guy is an interim champion twice. He beat Tony Ferguson for the interim championship first time, and everybody planned to watch Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. That was like the plan. They were scheduled to fight for the sixth time, and it got canceled because of COVID and other bullshit. But Justin Gaethje was the guy who actually saved the card on short notice. And now he beat Paddy Pimblett. And he's showing us that almost at like 38 years old, he still got it. Gaethje still hits hard. He can move very well. He's probably not the prime Justin Gaethje, but he can still do things on a very high level. And if you look at the record of Justin Gaethje, he never actually got an easy fight in the UFC. This guy actually never fought anybody unranked in the UFC. Like from the very first fight, he was actually thrown to the wolves. He fought Michael Johnson in the first fight, and I'm talking about like the prime Michael Johnson when he was like in his prime, going against some good guys. He had a victory against like Dustin Poirier as well. So I'm talking about like prime Michael Johnson. Justin Gaethje actually beat him, put a beating on him. That was a very close fight. It was like one of the best fights that I've ever seen in my life. Not from the technical point of view, but it was a war. It was all fireworks. And then he lost to Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier, but those are close fights as well. Again, banger fights. And this guy, by the way, he's got 15 fights in the UFC, and he's got like, I don't know, 15 performance bonuses or something like this. It's kind of crazy. He's been in main event like 10, 11 times, which is kind of an insane fact as well. I don't know if there's a fighter in the UFC who's got that many performance bonuses and like main event fights at the same time, and who has fought every guy as a ranked guy, a ranked opponent. There's been very few guys in the UFC who actually done it on such a high level. And they said Justin Gaethje is your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. He's a fan favorite fighter, man. He's the most violent man. Look at his victory. And then he was able to get the victory back on Dustin Poirier. He actually changed his style. So he became a little bit less vicious, a bit more cautious, but he was still putting the beating on because he just had that power. And he would just move forward. He would never take a step back. He fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson, just the best of the best, to be honest, in the business, and put a whooping on James Vick. Edson Barboza was a good fight. Donald Cowboy Cerrone, Michael Chandler. And I'm talking about like a better version of Michael Chandler, not the worst version that we have right now. He fought him. That was the fight of the night, I believe. He's got many fight of the nights as well. And Rafael Fiziev beat him twice. Those were beautiful fights. So Justin Gaethje, in my highlight reel, in my list of like the top fighters, I am definitely going to put him very high, actually. I may not put him as like the greatest fighter on the planet list, like the GOAT list, because he's got some losses in the record. Maybe technically he's not the best, but when you talk about like your favorite fighters or the fighters that actually gave their all to the UFC, that actually put the UFC on, where is it right now? Like if I'm showing UFC to a casual, to one of my friends who I want to get into UFC, I am showing them Justin Gaethje fights. That's what I'm showing them. This is the fighter I'm telling them. Like, watch his fights, dude. You are going to get into UFC if you watch his fights.